Much like P. Diddy, I feel obligated as a victim of Combat Waffle to give my opinion on why Tabor is losing viewers, losing players, losing respect, and losing its reputation as the best VR game out right now. So here's my take. First off, and my biggest complaint, honestly, this is like my main issue, is when people complain about your game, you can't just hit them with the skish you button. Like, it feels like every TikTok or YouTube video I've seen on Tabor addressing an issue, it's just legit like, oh, bless his heart. You won't pop all to rub it. Get better. If there's genuinely an error or bug in a game, you gotta kind of listen to your fan base. You know, if they're complaining about it, you gotta fix it. And I know it takes time and it takes effort and it takes, it takes work. But you're a company. That's your whole thing is work. I remember when people were complaining about the gun mechanics being super wonky, which they are on the occasion. The devs literally just had everybody with the, oh, skish you. When people complained about how you have to play for 20 hours to get the trader to level 2, any of them, they had, oh, skish you, skill issue, oh. I just feel like if your community is arguing with you about something, I'd probably do what they asked. Instead of rebuttaling it into an argument with them, like, going back and forth with them on a social media platform, a lot of their players, if not all of them except like a handful of people, are little kids. So there's no point to arguing with them. Like when they added the 5-minute timer to the end of raids, nobody liked it. What did they say? Oh, skill issue. Little Timmys can't run in and grab whatever and run out immediately. And that's fair, man, but there's also something called having fun. And I feel like if you want to bounce in and out of the raid really fast, which I really love doing, I love walking in, grabbing a few guns, and getting out, I think that should be open. That's the freedom of the game. They shouldn't have to stop that. It doesn't make sense to me why I can't exfil right off the jump. I'm not saying it isn't an amazing and enjoyable game. Like, I know I'm jokingly dissing Combat Waffle at the start with that fucking P. Diddy joke. I love you guys regardless. But it's just, these are things you kind of have to address as a developer, and I know developing games is really hard, especially as a super small company, but I just think some things could use a little bit better antics. They're putting their effort in, they're trying to make an amazing game, and I love what they're doing for the VR community, bringing so many more people into VR, but I feel like instead of addressing the issue and genuinely telling people, hey, I apologize, we'll fix this, or hey, whatever, they just hit you with, oh, skill issue. And then later on, they'll fix the issue and be like, oh, well, yeah, we fixed this issue. But it's like, if you're going to work on it, why not just tell people, hey, I'm working on it. Sorry about that, guys. I know it's an issue right now, but we'll get it fixed. Now, on to more personal opinions. I don't think a 15-year-old kid should be able to head eyes me with a Galil when I'm tinking him with a fucking M4 from 100 meters away. Now, that actually is a skill issue. That's fine. It's true, but there are some real grind lord try-hard basement dwellers on fucking Tabor, man. Like, a lot of them. It's kind of defeating when I want to relax and play my VR. And I'm greeted with like a 15, 14-year-old kid jiggle-peeking my bitch ass like it's Tom Clancy's Rainbow Pride Parade Siege. That is a skill issue, so bless my little heart. But I just feel like I shouldn't have to get on and grind 20 hours to get level 2 traders just so I can get a bigger bag and better armor. And then, even if I do go in with that stuff, there's some kid that's literally been playing every day. Every time he gets off school, from the time he needs to be in bed to the time he gets home from school, he's grinded this shit that's on me every time. I just feel like there should be a little more opening for casual players, you know what I mean? And I'm not saying you should just address that by, skill-based matchmaking, because I'm absolutely against skill-based matchmaking. But there should just be a more incentive for the newer audience to it, instead of just every time you come in, it's just immediate death. Immediate, losing everything. Because it's so defeating for me whenever I lose everything that I have. Like, it ruins it, and I don't want to play it anymore. Because it's like, why do I want to carry all the stuff I've worked hard to bring in? Why do I want to get out? And he just 10 seconds into the raid by some 15-year-old, 14-year-old, 13-year-old, hell, even a 10-year-old. Just shitting on me from 200 miles away with an AK. You know what I mean? It's really defeating, and that's, again, more personal preference, but I just think they need to open their horizons by giving their more casual player base something to kind of feed off of. I'm not saying it's not one of the most amazing VR games that's come out. It is definitely, like, on the top 10 that's ever been released. To me. But I think it just needs a little bit of work. You know, I feel like it's still definitely a work in progress, but it could just be better in general. From trying to open drawers and grab the wrong one. This game, you know what it could use? If I could grab the what's it called? The shelves, the fucking doors? It'd be amazing. To stuff not being able to go in the bag, like the new shotgun suppressor. Fuck, man, does anyone have a bigger bag they can put that in and give it to me when we go to Exfil? Carry that for me. Just let's not forget. Does it really not?
No, even though it's...
They just added it, and it can't fit in any bag. Not even if I bring a Ragnar bag. I feel like these things that are just should come standard. You know, if you're paying for the game, this should just work. I think an amazing solution to the wonky physics and like opening stuff, checking things, and whatever it may be would just add like a little circle that pops up when you get close enough to it to grab it and pry it open. Instead of having like a baby trying to pry open Tide Pods when I'm just trying to grab an SKS out of a crate. This is another thing. As someone that streams this game regularly at twitch.tv/judopotato, sorry, had to give myself a plug. If one more person comes in my stream and says, "Hey man, your headset's glitched. Fixed, I can't see shit," and I miss my cool 30 kill nuke boss girl fucking gameplay, I'm gonna load my britches with soil, alright? I have missed so many good moments where I kill an entire team or whatever it may be. Good moments, all because, oh, this goofy ass helmet face mask is blocking the entire view, or oh, my NVGs are hanging down in front of it so it looks wonky. Developing a game, especially with a small company like Combat Waffle, is obviously going to be super difficult. I just think some things should work a little better. Hats off to Combat Waffle, regardless of the jokes I made earlier, regardless of me joking and, whatever I may say. They really are trying to make us as happy as can be. I wish them the best. I genuinely will keep playing Tabor till it dies off. But if they kill their own player base off, I can't play it alone. You know what I mean? It's something that they just need to work on and work with their community and see what people want. One of the things that I don't see really complained about a lot, but I think is a pretty rough patch, is the Scav AI, or whatever you would call them for Ghosts of Tabor. I play Escape from Tarkov pretty regularly, so that's what I know the AI as, because that just kind of carries over. But the AI is so hit or miss. Sometimes you'll be able to walk up 10 feet from one before he'll hear you, or see you, or anything, and then he won't miss, or he'll miss every single shot he takes at you. Every single shot, like clockwork, he'll miss it. Walk up to him, break his neck, take his stuff. No, never miss a beat. But then there's that other half, where you'll be walking and you'll be 150 feet from a scav, and he'll somehow start tanking your health away like nothing. You'll get hit over and over and over and over, and it don't matter. He could be using like a Makarov, he could be using an SKS, whatever he may be using. He's gonna destroy you with it. And that's what I don't like. And here's my issue. I don't mind if there was like a boss, like the bosses are goated. Their AI, they destroy you. Yeah, perfect, fine, whatever. But the normal just scavs, or whatever you would call them, should not be hit or miss like that. They should either be extremely dumb, be the middle ground, which they really should just be the middle ground, of they don't hit every single shot, but they hit most shots, and then they notice you at a reasonable, humane level, or make them all goated and make everyone have to fight them like they're real players. I would rather them be consistent, because the more consistent they are, the better off I am. Because I know what I'm expecting. When I'm walking up to a scav and I think, oh, well, it's just going to be one of them that's, 10 feet, whatever, he's in docks. Oh, he's going to peek me through the window and kill me in like 3 shots because I'm naked and whatever. Whatever the circumstance may be, I just feel like they should be more consistent. There should be a middle ground for the AI, Rather, make them like a not so good player. Also, one more thing I need to go over. I hate organization. Sorting, any of that. Let's say you want to put a Glock on the wall beside your Galil. I'm going to hover my gun over there and it's going to snap to the wall. You hover it over there and it's flickering. So you're like, okay, well if I time it and let go, it'll go on there. Let go, falls to the ground. Let go, falls to the ground. Third time's a charm. Let go, falls to the ground. Fourth time, it actually sticks. It's like, honestly, what I wish they would do is they would just make a certain amount of slots on the wall. You could put one gun and maybe a sidearm beside it, or whatever. I feel like they should just make some slots where you can put a gun, hang it on the hanger that's already preset, instead of being able to move it and slide it, or whatever you want to call it. Because there has been so many times where I have been on stream trying to organize my guns, and I literally get off the game. I get so angry at how finicky and horrible that system is. Because it is absolutely the most frustrating thing about this game. Is I would rather be in raid and get nothing so I don't have to bring it back and put it up on the wall. Because it's that buggy. It's that horrible. But again, I understand that they need time. But please, just put a slider or put something. Just put something where it's in a fixed place where I ain't got to fuck with it. I want to come out from raid, throw it on the wall, and call it a day. That's what I want to do. Regardless how this video made you feel, whether it be mad, sad, happy, anything in between, let me know your opinion down below. Leave some comments. I'm going to obviously go through and read all of them. If you think I'm wrong on anything, I feel free to comment on that. If you think I'm right about most things, if you have a different take on it than I do, let me know. I want to know everyone's opinion because I want to know the community's opinion. I just made this video to kind of address why I don't play it as much anymore and kind of go over and inform everybody of things that I've heard so far. So I just wanted to make this video to kind of pay homage to the game. To address the things I don't like. You know, it's still an amazing game. I think it's beautiful. But people just wondering why I don't play as much as anymore on my stream or whatever it may be. This is me telling you about it. So, if your opinion differs, or if it doesn't at all, leave a comment down below. Let me know how you felt about the video. And have a wonderful day. Thank you for stopping by.